it already.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. 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 Hello and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I'm your scary neighbourhood dungeon master Aaron, and I have a collection of Misfit players with me today that one by one are going to inform you about who they are and who their character is. And they will all have pre-prepared, snappy, amusing introductions, like the pros that they are.
Yes.
They're all nodding. I think it might happen this week. So who should we start with?
Not me.
Well, Cat's eating as is usual. Let's go with Max. Come on, Max.
Come on, I'm the only one not prepared. I'm looking at
I'm not making eye contact with the teacher. She's still called on me.
Where's my apple?
I am Max. I play Bog, a limpy, legless wizard gnome, and Grog, a big bod. That's as far as I got.
Oh, it would have been good. Oh no!
I don't even know what he is.
Tune in next week to find out what the rest is.
Yeah. I like what I heard so far, Max.
Yeah.
So well done.
It was 10 seconds worth of work. I was not prepared.
It was quality though.
Of a
Quality 10 seconds. All right. Well, also I would like the 17 siblings of Boggart included in the introduction somehow, somewhere.
I'll try.
They're all dead.
I'll put a note. Include sibling.
Or just one every week. Tell us about one every week.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Mike, why don't you go next?
Alrighty. Playing Ezra, the Paladard, which definitely sounds like some sort of terrible affliction.
I've had that definitely.
You've had a bad case of Paladard. What are yours today? The once handsome Azamar, less so now with his scaly whatever they are.
Legions.
Metal. Maybe if it's all metal, that could be a good look.
But like if he was brass and he
yeah,
golden.
that could work. He could make that work. Then his skin would be almost as luminous as his personality.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, just bringing some much needed sophistication to the Misfit rabble. Testing the might of pen and sword, striving for feats of heroism worthy of his own tales. I'm just recycling the old material here.
What the fuck?
It's all right,
Where's
Mike.
my character?
Every session of Misfits and Monsters is somebody's first session,
Oh,
so they've never heard any of this.
It's
So-
like it's our first session every time.
It's definitely, like, considering how my brain works these days, it's definitely my first session.
Oh, and what
It's
dice do I roll?
Every session is Aaron's first DMing session, even though he's been doing it for like 10 plus
What does
years.
D20 mean? I rolled 20 of them?
My favourite, though, is always when you play Manoopa, it's like, oh, and what dice is it? And it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a D20. It's just, unless I say otherwise, it's always a D20. Oh, is that the D20? Yes.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
DMs have to be.
Which one's that one? The one with 20 sides. Oh, I'm gonna have to count them. Hang on.
Bless
No.
the newbies, please. More people play D&D. It's we're not mocking you. We're just amused.
We're sharing in the
Yeah.
inevitable turmoil that is learning to play a new game.
We
with
knew
our
what it was like.
500-page rulebook.
Yeah. Okay, Haz, come on, hit us with it.
Oh my
I know
God.
you've got something good.
Oh, it's nah.
Oh no! This is the week where he fails.
Jokes. Hello, I'm Haz. I play our cinnamon and straw-scented seasonal boy, Bramble. A car-slinging pale nightmare, low-key a megalomaniac quack slinging hexes at any mechanical half-witted hack. From the most heinous time-traveling group of misfits currently succumbing to a mechanical disease. Get in, losers. We're going shopping. It's a shopping episode.
Well done.
All right, nice.
Oh my
I like
God.
how you're now incorporating a kind of recap into things as well. Like it's
It
not.
just happened. I think I did it once and I was like, I might as well do it.
Yeah, this is good.
That should be the opening of every episode. Is Haz's thing. Like, if
I think
we had,
Az should just always be last.
All right. Yeah, okay. Note taken.
I
as
agree.
always, last. All right. Craig, why don't you go?
Oh, fuck. I've literally like written two lines here extra. I play Cray Cray, tall in stature, small of mind, pink-scaled hide and yellow-eyed. My axe is hungry for all things unholy. If only I knew what foul meat was on the menu. It didn't rhyme because I couldn't be bothered.
He's coming for you, Haz.
I know, right? Damn.
I got that far and I was like, shit, I'm not Haz. I can't do this.
Give him more time, maybe.
I doubt it.
All right then, Pat. Come on. I know you've been working hard on this.
Hello. My name's Pat. I play Haz. No, I don't play.
You don't
Haz.
play Haz.
Haz is a person.
All this time.
One
You
of
just
that.
so bowled over.
Wow.
And-
True
and-
metagaming.
I play Haz, and as you have witnessed, I've already done my introduction, so we shall move on to the next person. But I do actually play Sif, who is our not-so-zen monk, half-breed orc monstrosity, smartest man in the room, and I'm in the room too.
Is anyone in our group even halfway intelligent?
No.
I am.
I don't think we have got anyone.
Boggart is
Like
intelligent.
20.
I've got like 18
Uh,
intelligence.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget.
well, how
because
about you act like
Yeah.
it?
Girl!
She's not. Her personality is not defined by her intelligence.
Are we at a
we
beach?
go.
Because you're throwing mad shade. And he is here to be the voice of reason and the only person who sometimes stops and thinks about things, apparently, for some reason.
Well, he's wise though, isn't he?
Yeah, sure. He's wise. I ain't got no normal smarts, but I've got the street smarts. You learn a lot shoveling shit all your life. I have no more words to say.
That's fine, Pat. You can stop there now. That's it. All right, Kat. That leaves only you.
Me and my not so great
Pizza.
quickly thrown together thing. So I play Kayla. She's our lilac-hued tiefling battle mage. She's been stripped of her magic and is trying to find her place and style in this strange alien future. Can the Misfits re-establish their infamy in this strange new world and use this second chance to not fuck it up?
Oh,
First
Yeah.
thoughts.
fingers crossed.
All right.
I've got two of my my brothers and sisters ready.
Oh,
For a
what,
little introduction.
already?
Yeah.
What, do you want to hit us with them
Challenged
now, or are
him.
you saving
Go on,
them?
you can hear one of them.
All
Give
right.
us a preview.
Gronuts, a potion chugging, paladin mugging, chunky boy. There you go. You can have a You have another one next week.
All right.
Chunker.
Thanks, Mike.
How
Can't
many
go
is
wrong
there?
with a chunky boy.
Is there how many? of them?
17.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know how
No,
many
it was-
there are. I was joking.
There was
It's 17
12.
now. You don't have
12.
12.
7 boys, 5 girls.
Double digits.
Gronnet, Grogget, Frogget, Logget, Bonner, Orna,
Bono,
Gorna,
The
Sheila,
Edge.
Torna, Glorna, Freena, Boggett.
Is Sheena a punk rocker?
Hey!
She should be.
She should be.
If only we had the legal license to play that song when Max was introducing it.
Did you say that one of your brothers was called Bono? Is he the obnoxious one?
All right, so recap time. You guys are in a market deep underground beneath the sewers in the city of Hydro Heights, formerly known as Waterdeep, and you were engaging with the guards and a stall merchant there last session, and were trying to decide on what items from this vendor you might purchase. A lot of the materials on display, a lot of the wares on display are more advanced in terms of tech than you are used to seeing. They don't resemble any of the more archaic medieval style devices that are similar from your world. So a lot of these things are like cybernetic prostheses and like ablative sort of like carbon plate armor and laser pistols and things like that. So I mean, it's really up to you from this point forwards what you want to do in this place. So why don't you tell me? Have you decided what you want to purchase, or also remember that your gold, your wealth, your material wealth, has less value in this current time than it did in the past.
We're going to lose all of our money, all the money that we've made.
We don't need to barter with money. We can barter
Well,
with mechanical.
So last time they were like, "Oh, we can weigh all of your coins and see which coinage is good enough to be melted, and we can give you some. We can give you stuff for that, but they wouldn't actually accept coinage as fiat currency.
They would, but it would be at significantly reduced value.
Yes.
So,
I thought we were just going straight by the kilo.
I'll tell you, I've got a roll to see
That's like real life.
how much of your money is actually worth after he scans it.
Mass scanning.
Do we do this for everybody's character? Like, is it one roll for everyone?
It would be individually, like per purchase. sort of
Measuring,
thing.
measuring. Done.
Your money is worthless, asshole. Get the fuck
Reset the
out
fit board.
of my establishment.
Get out of here, you broke bitch.
You broke ass bitch.
As in the immortal words of our prophet, move, bitch, get out the way.
Out the way. But sir, that's absolutely ludicrous. Right.
Oh hail, Master DMX.
Have they got any future cool javelins?
There's something which looks like a rod. You don't quite understand what the purpose of it could be without inquiring, but it's the closest thing that resembles a javelin here.
I go to whoever the shopkeeper is, and I go, What's this thing do? Is it a stick?
So
Looks like a stick.
he's
Give
like,
me 2 gold.
he says, "Greetings, my friend. It is not a stick. This is a concussion rod, which can be used to stun or even knock unconscious an opponent that you might be facing. Very useful in a pinch, though not cheap. I will say that. If you have the right amount of of wealth in order to purchase it, I will be happy to part with it for
Can I
a being
give
of
it a
such
go?
great stature as you.
Can I give it a go first? See what it's like. See how it feels in my big boy's hands here.
You may pick it up and weigh it, but if you are to activate it, I must inform you that you cannot, because it is dangerous. There is a strict no firearms, no firing policy in the marketplace. Many flammable items here.
My arms aren't on fire. They're normal arms. Wait, you've not seen my legs, have you? You're not making fun of my legs? Give me a discount.
My good man, I have not seen your legs, and it is obviously a great misfortune that you have lost them, so perhaps we should move away from that dialogue and concentrate on...
I lost them in the war. You remember that war?
I do not, but you have my deepest sympathy for
It
your
was
loss.
against the machines.
Dun, 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 dun. That's got there first.
Yeah.
He's like, that is terrible to hear, and I wish there was some way in which I could ease your suffering or compensate you, but unfortunately, it is beyond my power to do so. I'm a lowly merchant, and all I can do is sell you things or trade.
So you don't have any mechanical legs then?
I was going to say, this is the perfect place to get some new
I
legs.
am a weapons merchant, but one of my esteemed peers here may very well carry prosthetic limbs. It is a known artifact here that if you lose a limb, you can always find a mechanical replacement.
Dude.
That's pretty cool. Maybe I can get like really long legs. Like
Yeah,
weird.
just incredibly long legs.
10 legs, just giant.
And then you can
hand
call me
legs.
Daddy.
Tall and thin.
Daddy
I'm
long
like
legs,
30
30
long
feet
legs.
high, but I've got the
Daddy
body of a
long legs.
child.
But why stop at replicas of human limbs? Perhaps you could have spider limbs or wheels
God,
even.
like, I've seen a play about that called Darth Maul.
Was it about a living weapon? I have heard talk of these fabled artifacts. Was it?
Yeah, I knew a guy that dealt with death quite a lot. Anyway, how much for the rod?
Well, it depends on what you have to trade. Perhaps what would you be willing to? What do you think it's worth? Let us barter.
Oh, now
Don't
you speak.
this-
Let me get my friend over here.
Ezra, can you come and
You want me to barter?
I nod to you again.
Like, come on. Let me get her.
Oh, so you will speak for this good man.
Yes, it would appear so. I see you've got some cheap rod thing that you want to pawn off to him. Well,
This
I
is
must
of the
say, I will
finest
not be
manufacture, sir. You offend me.
I have these items, and I go.
Now these are all ancient artifacts from across the realm, many thousands of years old.
And I pull out a silver plate.
It's like it's pure silver.
So do you hand this to him to look?
Yes.
He's like,
Yes.
I keep handing him things until
he's like,
he's
yes,
uncomfortable
I
with the
see
amount
a
of
silver
things.
plate. I mean, I will have to
6
scan it
pewter forks.
to gauge just how pure the material is, but
2.
perhaps you have I mean, cutlery and cookware and the like are no good to me. Perhaps you have other artifacts.
A gold signet ring.
And it's still attached to like the old decrepit dwarf finger that it was.
So he's
on.
like, oh, well, you can keep that one. That is not of interest to me. I thank you for it, but no, thank you. What, are you just piling things up on his stall? Like,
Yeah, I'm opening my satchel of things.
Pouring shit out.
I've got this pot of sealing wax and the stamp from the old ancient kingdom of Neverwinter.
The wax is of no interest to me, thank you.
But it's an artifact.
What
Okay,
properties does it have? Does it carry Is it fabled? Is there a
It is.
story behind it?
Yes.
It gives the wearer magical eyes.
Indigestion.
Inside.
Magical indigestion.
It's like, I think
I'm
you are
lying.
pulling my leg. Oh, I meant no offense. But no. You do have weaponry. You could, or mechanical components of some kind, or anything mechanical or potentially magical will be of interest to me.
Oh, I have this this heirloom, this ancient sword heirloom.
And I hand him the
gladiators.
slaying blade. Yeah, the gladiator's heirloom, family heirloom.
That's caused a lot of problems.
Okay, so he looks at us like, oh, this is indeed a fine piece of craftsmanship, and he's like, he's admiring it, and it's like, you say this has magical property? Is that correct?
It's a +2.
I say that. I say those words.
So he
What?
he's like, I will have to examine it at greater length for that provenance, but yes, this is of interest to me. Rarely are items like this manufactured anymore. I can see that it indeed comes from a fine line of such weapons. And he takes it over to like the stall area behind him and places it on this weird flat bed with a glass top, and a light shines up through this flat bed and starts to and something beneath it starts to rove back and forth like a scanner that's scanning it, and he's like, it won't be a moment, and he's looking at the readout of this device, waiting for something, and it pings, and then he taps some keys on its panel, and he's like, indeed, this would be most satisfactory as a straight trade if you would wish to do so.
What did you give him?
He gave him the gladiator's heirloom sword that he
So
stole.
this is
off him
where
after he
Ezra
killed him.
interjects
Oh,
here.
fucking hell.
It's, what else can you throw in? It's clearly an artifact of great significance,
Oh, Max is gone.
something that one does not come upon often, whereas this
Max
is a
is gone.
simple manufactured item.
Look, he's frozen.
Oh shit. Sorry. Well, perhaps perhaps I could throw in a laser pistol as well. They are quite common here and equal almost to the value of the sword, I would estimate. Would that please you?
Is that
Yes.
the finest laser pistol you have? I might be willing to
it's-
throw in something of my own.
Wait,
It's a fairly common model, not one of the more powerful, but it will suffice to
a pistol, is that like a crossbow?
it is like a handheld
Crossbow is handheld.
sling. I mean, are you not used to these?
We come from a faraway land.
I see. And so you still use primitive armaments where you are from?
We avoid technology as much as possible, as you can imagine.
Oh, you are those people. Okay.
Well, right now-
that explains why you lack any of these more contemporary weapons on you. Well, you
look-
definitely have a need for these.
But look, my skin is clear. No scaling on it.
So you have yet to suffer the effects of the change. Well, you are one of the lucky ones.
Primitive but lucky.
So he says, if I throw a laser pistol in, would you be willing to trade this for the sword?
How much raw copper or silver can I give you to throw me in something a bit bigger than this pistol?
Well,
Perhaps.
who am I dealing with here? Who wants the concussion rod? I am taking
He's a fucking
queries
symbol
from
of-
3 different people at once.
Okay.
You, sir, mounted upon the large fellow that I originally spoke to. Would the laser pistol and the concussion rod in trade for the sword satisfy you?
I was gonna
How much damage does the laser pistol do?
It is moderate.
Moderate.
Ask if it's soldered with bolts, or is it?
Does it have any kind of ammunition that we need?
It
Power
does not
source?
require ammunition per se. It may need to be charged after a certain amount of uses.
How do we charge it?
Simply plug it into a power outlet. If you look in the base of the base of the grip, and he picks one up and flips open the bottom where, as you would understand it, a magazine would be, and he's like, you simply pull this lead out, and he pulls this lead out with like a little plug end on it. He's like, find the nearest power outlet and stick it in there, and wait for it to for the little light inside there to go green, and then it would be fully recharged.
That's strange. Why?
And
Magical.
this one, is this green?
Say again, Ezra.
Is it fully charged, this one?
Oh yes, at the moment it is fully charged. If I simply push this button here, and he reaches in with his little finger and pushes a button next to where the cable was stored, you see this little light blink green inside the cavity of the grip.
What does it do?
It fires a blast of energy that can penetrate most common armor. It scorches, it burns, and it also cauterizes at the same time.
It is the smallest light gem I've ever seen. Points to the
Yes,
little blinking light.
I guess it must be, and he just
My
accepts it.
curiosity is piqued.
There's
Fire, you
one.
You
say?
couldn't see by this little thing.
I go to him. I go.
Oh,
I
Queen
mean,
of Silver Fortune.
it sounds good. I've got some other weapons that maybe we can let's up the ante. What other bigger laser stuff have you got? I like the word laser.
There is a carbine, a rifle.
What was the second one?
It's a rifle. It is
Oh,
It is a larger variation of a pistol, with longer range and a longer barrel, and more powerful.
cool. Have you got anything that like only the big guy could handle?
Oh, yes, indeed. Perhaps you would like to look at the lightning gun, and from beneath
I
he
very
pulls.
much would like that.
He pulls out this trolley and like levers up this weapon, which is sitting on a shelf below the top table of the stall, and it raises into view, and it's basically like a rail gun, like quite big.
Would Grog be able to lift it? Can
Yeah.
can he try and lift it? Yeah.
Okay, well, so let's talk here. I've got 2 ancient plus 1 great swords, and I also have this spear from the 9. Well, no, it's not from the 9 hells, but it's from Ravnica, the ancient land of Ravnica. It's a plus 4 evil spear. The psychic
Again,
damage
these
is
all
also
sound
evil.
very promising, and I will have to scan them in order to assess their value. If you wouldn't mind handing them over, I will place them on the scanning bed, and then I can tell you if they would be a fair trade or not.
Sure. Yeah, I do that.
He takes them from you like reverently and puts them on the bed and scans them one after the other, and he says to you, "The great swords are not of significant use to me. I mean, I will take them as part of the trade, because what little value they have will add up. But is it a javelin? Sorry, he's like."
We had the bastard sword, which was the plus 2 one, and then
Yeah.
it's the plus 4 evil spear. The
Yeah, he's like, the spear is definitely a worthy trade for the lightning gun, should you require it.
Yeah.
Yes. So please, what exactly do you want? Do you want the lightning gun, the concussion rod, and the laser pistol, or just the lightning gun?
I look to Sif and I go,
Do you think you could use the concussion rod? It sounds a bit like a monk's staff.
Oh, is that for me? That's very I assumed you were buying something for yourself. Yes, I can certainly have a use for it. I'm not sure if it's going to be better than my Radiant Rune Spear. Can I have a look at it?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I ask in-game. I can't ask the merchant. Can I?
You may handle it. Yes, please take care, because if you break it, you buy it.
I see. Okay, so I have a look at it. Can I discern if it's of better quality than my spear?
Do an intelligence check.
Thanks.
Do you have anything that's
Can I do-
equivalent to like dwarf cunning, where you can tell if or what's the gnome equivalent? Oh, it's like the tinkerer has it. I can't remember what it is.
I don't, because
It's basically like if you've got an affinity for mechanics or.
What, a half orc?
I mean, I've got the gnome tinkerer thing.
We're just doing a straight intelligence check.
Okay, hold on. Okay, intelligence check. Right. I'm gonna borrow one of your dice.
How dare you, sir?
Where's your d20, bro?
That's the one I always roll. Oh, I feel violated.
Oof, 5. So I have a look at it, and I realize that I have no idea. So I look to, I hand it over to Max's camera. Fuck.
Bog.
Yeah, I hand it over to Bog. Bog, you might have a better idea of the value of this thing. You're kind of a gnome, something.
He is a gnome.
You're kind of a gnome.
He is a gnome.
21 intelligence.
Oh yeah, so giving it like a cursory sort of inspection, you see it's less mechanical and more based on like conduction of lightning via circuit components. So you have a rudimentary understanding of that. So it's effectively something that will jolt somebody with a small charge of like lightning energy, and you estimate that it would probably be fairly powerful.
Okay. Well, I think we should buy it anyway. I mean, we can take these back in time and use them to murder people back then.
That's very true. Very true.
I offer the merchant the bastard sword and the spear of the evil
Destiny.
evil +4 spear.
Okay, so
and I would like the chain gun, the concussion rod, and the laser pistol.
okay, so he's like, a great pleasure doing business with you. Thank you. Here are your items. Would you like them wrapped, or are you just going to carry them as they are?
I don't think wrapping is necessary.
Well, you know, people often buy gifts for their loved ones. A laser pistol is a very common gift for a partner, a
Interesting.
romantic partner. But here you go. And he's like, he just puts them on the table. He says, please feel free to take them. And is Grogget still holding the railgun? Does he just already have it? Yeah, just like Okay.
He's already started walking up.
He's like, thank you. Come again.
Before
Thank
we
you.
leave, I'm going to quickly ask a few questions. Now I forgot what they were.
Yeah.
Have you heard word of a resistance around here?
Well, yes, but better to speak of this in hushed tones than to speak aloud. Nobody here is likely to give up their location without some form of incentive. Lives are on the line, you see.
By incentive, do you mean pay or do you mean a hope for the future?
Currency.
Many things have value. It is dependent upon what you are willing to offer for the information.
Fuck. Able to offer. Shit, it put me on edge. What can we offer?
Do you want to think about it, and I can ask another question.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So I've had a look at this laser pistol that he was handling. So I turn around to him after grabbing my spear, which I'm going to use stats for that later. Do you have some kind of a laser pistol, but that's perhaps handled in 2 hands by someone my size? Something like a laser crossbow, really.
Well, the closest possible thing to that would either be the carbine or the concussion rifle that I stock behind me here. And he points to one of them.
Okay. I like the sound of a carbine. Can you tell me more about those things?
It's basically like the rifle, but shorter in its barrel and its range.
How quickly can I fire it?
Hang on. Actually, no, it's got more range. Wow. Yeah. Quickly. Well, as fast as you can pull the trigger, really.
Really? No reloading.
It will discharge an energy blast immediately upon the circuit being completed by the trigger being depressed.
So no opening, no replacing arrows?
No, it merely requires charging, as the pistol does.
My man, how much?
Well, what have you to trade?
I can offer you a quantity of raw silver.
I will have to scan it for its value, but that will be acceptable if it proves to be pure.
How about... And I pull out about 45 silver pieces.
45 silver.
Is that enough? Would you like...
No. Well, let me first scan this pile, and he runs a handheld device over it. So that's going to be... It's going to quarter its total value.
Oof.
So how much did you offer?
45 silver pieces.
It'll probably be like 12 or something around in total. So he's like... I will need it to amount to roughly, let me put it in terms that you will understand, around 500.
Of those? How about gold then, my good man?
Oh, well,
platinum.
I will have to scan that as well. So he runs his scanner. How much do you offer?
I pass in 20 gold coins.
20 gold coins. Okay. Okay. So that will be, it will be half its value, so 10.
What's the... So that would be 100 silver, essentially?
It depends on it's going to vary every time.
No, I mean, because you said, about 500 silver pieces. Is that what you meant?
No, just 500 as a set value.
Right. Yeah, so... Okay, so... Does anyone remember what's the, How does... I think I'm being stupid. So
No.
the total value is 500,
Yeah, so anything that you give him would have to amount to 500 in total, no matter what it is, but he will have to scan it every time.
I think there's
And it will-
impurities in our
Yeah.
currency.
Yeah, no. So, okay.
Did you want the value of money?
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. So, wait up. I can have that now.
This
So-
is why trading with coin is going to be less.
Yeah, so I have a total of nearly 2,000 in currency, so I can easily give him 500.
Okay, so you hand him over 500 as a mix of various
Yes.
different... okay, let's see what happens. Okay, it amounts to around 400.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, you are just shy of the total amount. Do you have anything else you can contribute?
I put more. I put another 100 on top
Another
of that.
100. It's only worth 50.
Oof.
So
Another 100.
Jesus.
it's only worth 25.
Oh man!
Oh my god,
This is
unlucky.
rough.
I'm almost there. Do me a deal here, my man. We just gave you a lot of very good equipment, very ancient equipment.
I have costs, my friend. I cannot undercut myself. I have competition as well, as you can see from side to side here. I have to make a living. I'm doing the best I can for you.
I put 200 gold down and I say, how about this plus that information?
Okay. So the 200 is worth 180.
That's not
So
bad.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's like, Information is more expensive because of the risk to myself for revealing it. If you have anything else you could offer.
Perhaps we can offer services.
Services? What kind of services?
We're very good at making...
If it's of the physical nature, I must tell you straight away.
Men disappear.
I am spoken for.
We're incredibly good at making problems resolve themselves.
I'm also.
Stop
If
signing
you
us
have
up
any
for
problems,
He's an adult detective.
well, we just bought a bunch of
Adult
equipment
detective.
that we would be very
I'm
eager
quite
to
the,
try.
Inquisitor.
Oh, he's an inquisitor.
Yeah.
So sorry, too much going on. What?
Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm known as quite the Inquisitor, back where I come from.
Detective, a sleuth.
Detective
And so,
investigation.
what would you be offering me?
Well, I see. I know. Now I'm just gonna bluff out my ass. I'm just like, well, I see a lot of stores here, and I see a lot of trades going on. You seem quite busy. What if I could sway? Was it this Goblin King? Was it something that's?
Yeah, the guy who runs this
Rizaril.
Yeah.
market.
If
Oh no,
to give you a
Yak.
better
Yak.
position for customers, perhaps, or maybe a better incentive.
If you could convince Yek to somehow lower my rates, that would be advantageous for me and worth information. But how would you do this? It's he's shrewd and ruthless, and if you reveal my involvement, that could endanger my livelihood. So
Is he evil?
evil? I mean, these terms are subjective, really, aren't they? I would just say that he is motivated by self-interest.
Is that no?
He's not evil, he has his good points, but he's greedy and,
Have we got a job, have we?
It's in negotiation.
Greed can be associated in many forms. Whether that's greed of information or wealth, I think you can.
I try and pull the group away for a moment and just go, let's not get into another contract in the future. This is a bad idea.
Oh, contract!
Contract.
There's always a
I
contract.
do agree. I think we
Don't we have
don't want to
like
get
a year to solve
sidetracked.
this?
We're trying to save the literal
How long
world.
do
Let's
we,
not
how
get caught
long
up
do
in
we
some
have to solve
Goblin
this
King
entire
shit.
thing? Wasn't it like a
yeah,
year?
you've got a time limit. You've got like
Yeah, we
animated tattoos on your body somewhere that's ticking away. So
How much time have
Just
we
like
got?
thrust that in, like no.
I have 3 sculptures of odd creatures composed of precious metal and stones, worth 250 gold pieces each. I'll just chuck one of them to him and go,
That should cover it, surely. Keep the extra.
So, what's this for? The information?
What? What's going on? Do I
whatever
have the
they're
carbine?
trying
What
to
the
We're
fuck?
getting anymore.
Hold
I
on!
was gonna say,
Hold on, slow the
I'm
fuck
busy.
down!
Sif has got the carbine.
Let me do my thing and then you can keep talking because I know you love it.
So
most.
yeah, what Bramble threw in with the amount that Sif had already offered was enough to cover the purchase of the
Carbine.
laser carbine.
So I take off 700 from my value, but I get the carbine.
Yeah. So
So I have a laser
what was the
carbine,
statue
I
for
have,
for the?
I think because Bramble was trying to get some info.
Yeah.
I'll try to get info on basically. I'll
What?
try to get info on the
What was the
resistance
other
because
one?
that's kind of like
Carbine.
where we probably want to.
No, the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's
so
very-
rather than us getting in like a tit for tat
Another
kind
contract, yeah.
of, I just bribe
Sorry,
him.
why not?
I just give him
That's
some
fair.
money.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm afraid that information does not have a monetary value. I cannot accept material goods in exchange. And I will tell you, just to be fair, because you have done good trade with me today, I know very little about them. I can only tell you what is mainly common knowledge in the underground here. But even that is, I am risking my livelihood.
So you're saying we should talk to the goblin guy? The king?
Perhaps, yes. Perhaps he would be of more use, and he's better able to protect himself from
Perfect.
the
That's all we
threats.
need to know.
Great.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
No, thank you.
For these things.
Is this the only weapons dealer here?
No, there's
Is
other
this what-
people around as well. It's just you cater to this guy
At random.
first.
Is there anything anywhere
It's
else
like 8
that
times the price.
looks like
Yeah.
what you're looking for, Kayla?
I'm just thinking I'll probably try and pick up a weapon and maybe some armor. Just
Yeah, I was
because,
gonna say.
like, being a magic user, I feel like having a weapon would probably be good right now.
I'm being made of
Seeing as
straw.
magic's a little bit of a challenge.
So
I don't want to be shot by lasers right now.
Ezra's just going to look around for any sort of melee weapons that might, like particularly any light melee weapons, as in
Okay.
any that have lights on them.
What you see
RGB.
Has a light on it.
tends to be
A torch.
there's like knives, truncheons, and blades, but they don't look like the types of bladed weapons that you're
He's
used
looking
to
for an
seeing.
elegant bladed weapon.
So there's a particular blade, and it looks like it's composed of some sort of black matte alloy, but the edge is razor sharp, like and it's white.
Is that with this same vendor? Or is it
Yeah, if he stocks those if you want.
Yeah. And so I guess, can I compare it to the sword I've already got?
Okay,
like,
what is the sword you've already got? Like what damage?
It's a
does it
short sword +1.
do? +1. Okay, and what damage does it do?
Just nothing. It's just a +1, so it's +1 damage. As in slashing, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what damage it does. What dice damage?
1d6.
Oh, I
wasn't it?
see. Sorry. It'll be a D6, I think.
Okay,
is it?
it's
Or
better
D8?
than that.
Hang on.
It's better
Yeah,
than
it's
that.
D6 +1.
So it'll be a D8 +1.
Is there anything better?
No, not at this vendor.
Okay, I'll just keep looking around then.
Okay. Okay.
Have you got, is that a short
Not
sword?
a
you've
hunt for a
got?
bargain.
No, I'm not after a bargain. I'm after a fine piece of metalwork.
Hunt for something special.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
Aaron's just like,
Damn shopping episodes again.
Cray Cray goes with Kayla.
Wrong time.
okay, where the heck was it? There was something. Oh, I haven't got the document with me. Crap.
I need to find an axe that fires lasers.
Hang on.
Very
It's
specific,
not-
Greg.
I might be able to find
These
it online.
laser
Just give me
things
a
sound
sec.
very exciting.
Yeah. Can I attach one to Wilson?
Bog's just like,
pew pew pew.
You can get an attachment rather than a new axe with.
Yeah, I don't want to give up Wilson. He's my best friend.
and attach.
I'll
I
give
got,
you a best friend.
I was going to use
Yeah.
Arcana. I've got this entire campaign setting called Arcana of the Ancients, which is amazing, and it's got loads of sci-fi weapons in it. I've left it upstairs.
Do
you want me to go and get it?
Yeah.
Grab it,
Get
grab
it.
it.
Alright.
Don't worry.
Friends.
Give us cool weapons.
Disintegrate.
I'm looking for ideas.
I mean, these
like-
will do that.
If they follow.
You think our DDO was?
Sorry, guys.
You want a
With that-
lightsaber? Is that what you
Is
want?
I'll
We
take a
all have-
vibroblade.
It's called the Knights of
Surprise.
Renegades.
You know, like,
Renegade.
when you follow some artists and they like have some sketches.
trying to think
like this,
what Bramble would
sculpture
use,
where it's
like-
come on.
So yeah, I'm using this as an opportunity to do another design of a new up-to-date design of Kayla.
Could be
with,
sci-fi
like,
Kayla.
sci-fi.
So she's ready. I just need to find out what we're gonna put on her and what weapon she's gonna have. Her hair's grown out now. It's been a while.
Oh man, she must be freezing.
Well, that's why she needs to get some armor.
Been naked the whole time.
No. Well, I guess I guess that's the thing. Are we just like wandering around in our like medieval style armor?
Yeah.
you are.
Just getting surprised we've not been having more funny looks.
We just look like hipsters.
Yeah. Oh, these bloody hipsters. Eco warriors.
Go back home, you nutcase.
Damn it, where is it?
I was kind of thinking, so if there's like obviously a resistance, there must be like a the radical right side, like a people who are awful.
Well, I guess that's kind of like lawful gods, right? That's what that is. They're the sort of overbearers of this future, so I guess that's them, right?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. If we meet like the radical resistance and they're like dressed up in like Hugo Boss style SS uniforms and stuff, and it turns out we're the bad guys. It's like, oh man,
We're the bad guys.
bad guys.
I mean, we ask ourselves that question a lot, let's face it. Disintegrate!
Oh man, there's so much in here. Honestly, it's just ridiculous.
Go to the most powerful one. That's what
Yeah,
we
just
want.
skip to the end.
Right to the end.
Doomsphere.
The world ender.
Are there any attachments ones?
Yeah, I want like a doom fit. I want like a power glove kind of situation or something.
What
I'm
about
looking
like
for on a critical, the whole world explodes.
Planet Buster.
what about like a
We're not
grenade
that high
launcher
level,
that
are we?
attaches to an axe handle?
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure that's a weapon in a game I played.
Okay, so
Shotgun axe.
Yeah.
well,
That for sure, but like a grenade launcher axe as well. I think may have been killing floor. No, not killing. Something else.
right. So you want melee weapons, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ideally a sword.
A sword.
see.
Do you want a short
I do.
sword?
Well, most of this
One-handed
episode
sword.
was about Aaron flipping through pages.
I've got a short sword.
Well,
You can have
that's kind of how we set it up
No,
last
don't
time.
worry about it.
Because we were like, oh, we're gonna go shopping.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh my god.
Okay. So he says, "Well, I have many such artifacts that you could choose from, but you want bladed weapons. Is that right?
Yes. Yes,
Bladed
that would be
weapons.
my choice.
Oh my god. There is a harmonic blade, chainsaw.
What's a chainsaw?
What is a
that doesn't sound
chainsaw?
like my style. What was the harmonic blade?
The harmonic blade. It's
Chainsaw.
It's small. You want longer, like something that's the equivalent of your sword there, perhaps. Is this what you were looking
Something
for?
like a short or a long sword or something
Right.
like
Well,
this,
there is a
yes.
plasma sword.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, the plasma sword. Basically, it's an energy weapon. A magnetically bound rod of plasma capable of slicing nearly everything except an energy sword.
Awesome.
That sounds
right.
excellent.
Can we have all of them?
Can it cut through those machines that we encountered on the surface?
Oh yes, it is most effective against machines. And
Because this old thing didn't do a dent.
Mate, I'm so gassy. Ezra, ask him how much it is.
So I can offer you a few items if you'd like to exchange.
I must inform you, however, that this is rare and they are difficult to manufacture, so its cost is quite high. If you are going to exchange something for it, it has to be of significant value.
Okay, so I just unpin a brooch from my cloak and say this little thing can save your life. So it's a brooch of wound closure.
Oh.
Which
see.
I can describe its rules to you if you want. But
Yeah, so it's
has a ruby gem at the center.
So it is a magical artifact.
Both magical and of great value. Yes.
And does it require activation via your own magic, or is it a passive effect? Tell me what it is.
Passive effect that will come into effect whenever you would be at death's door. It will stabilize you.
This is of great interest to me, but as I'm sure you know, with a lot of the anti-magic measures that the Ministry has enforced upon the world that we now live in, its effectiveness might not be so great. Would you mind if I tested it?
Certainly, please.
So he takes it from you and pins it to his own sort of lapel.
Best way to test it is to get yourself killed.
And then he takes out a knife, and it's the same type of knife as the
Oh my god.
the harmonic blade that he
Kill
was showing
himself,
you. And the blade
Very
begins.
trusting.
The blade begins to vibrate like at super fast speed, making this whining noise like. And he just cuts across his palm. And he's like, "Ugh." And then the brooch. You feel that the tug of that magic that's familiar to you as it's trying to connect to the weave. Let's see.
Oh.
And
Please work.
Didn't find any weave fi.
and it again, and then that tugging eases, and a connection is made that you can sense with your. And his wound begins to close on his palm, and he's like, "This is wondrous indeed." He's like, "I will accept this trade."
Be trusting there, my friend.
Do you have anything else that you could sweeten the deal with? I mean, this is quite small, an artifact despite its obvious value and properties.
Size is of no significance in these matters when it comes to magic, and sometimes smaller is better. You could conceal such an item, and
What is his limit,
none would
though?
know.
What limit does it have? Like, is it?
Well, let me say this: if you would be greatly injured more than 5 times, its magic would be depleted. However, it may be possible to replace the ruby gem at its center, and that may allow it to revive its magic.
I've never seen anything like this. This is a marvel. Just do a persuasion check for me.
Glad you asked. No, that's a crap roll, but still, 18.
Oh yeah, you beat him. He's like,
He's
I
persuasive,
will accept
motherfucker.
this trade, and he's like, the plasma sword is yours, sir.
My thanks.
He's like, no, thank you.
And I give it a bit of a swish around, like, oh, fine.
So as you, he's like, to activate the blade, you simply have to depress the stud on the hilt
yes.
there.
He says, waving around a handle.
Yeah, you just wave it around this baton. And as you depress it, you can.
It's a lightsaber.
Actually, a lightsaber.
Yeah, figured
Oh my God,
we'd get
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Worth it.
It is a completely distinct an item completely distinct from a a lightsaber for certain
For copyright reasons.
for copyright purposes. Yeah.
So,
I struggled through that joke. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
so he's like, I must inform you that as with any of the energy weapons that I that I sell, it does have its limits. It would last only up to 5 minutes before needing to be replenished. And this is cumulative.
10 encounters.
So every time you activate this weapon, it depletes its charge, which will amount up to 5 minutes in time. So, you know, if you look at the hilt, there is a meter upon the hilt that depletes to tell you how much energy it has left before needing to be replenished.
The good news is, with the duration of most of our encounters, I think 5 minutes would last us about a week.
Yes, but what you
So
are
she
failing to
said-
comprehend there, which I was going to tell you, is that every activation depletes a quarter of its maximum.
Oh, I see. So I can only use it 4 times before it runs out of charge.
Yes.
Goodness.
Unless
Okay.
you keep it on all the time, in which case you will then have 5 minutes before it completely depletes itself. And you don't really want to be walking around with a plasma sword. You might inadvertently slice somebody's leg off or something.
Yes, well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
No.
Very good.
You or one of your friends spoke of those electric outlets. Is there a way to carry one of those in your pocket or something similar?
Well, now we're getting into it. Yes, we have portable battery chargers.
Almost like we sort of know what this is.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best. I'm trying to not mess
Does Does my the big lightning gun have kind of like a big battery? Like,
Yeah.
what's the kind of...
So if I can just find them.
I imagine like this. You have this massive railgun, and then you have to connect it to a socket and wait. It's like the size of this
Hold on,
room.
I just need to plug it in.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing so much shopping that by the time we're done tonight, Aaron is going to replace his D&D books with the with Cyberpunk 2077. Or Shadowrun, because Shadowrun has music. No, it has
Shadowrun,
magic in it.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll be like, okay, get this shit off the table. We're playing that game.
It's got elves and shit.
Good
in it.
transition into a different game.
Yeah, just like seamlessly.
So there are obviously smaller. They range in size. Hang on. Good God. So the largest is obviously the most expensive, and the smallest is the cheapest. I mean, how many of these will you require? If you wish to simply replace batteries within the weapons that you are wielding, rather than charging them, that can be done, but they will deplete, and you will then have to charge them. So,
I see.
and this is the drawback of such weapons, in that if you are in a remote area, there's not likely to be charging ports nearby, which is why batteries.
How much is a battery?
Well, they are obviously not as expensive as the weapon itself. The largest of which you would have to use with the lightning gun there. That would be the equivalent of 100 of your gold pieces, but again dependent on value.
How many shots would it give the lightning gun, for instance?
Or the carbine.
Sorry, I know that I'm like making you get the rules up for how the weapon works.
Hang on. Man, I didn't do enough prep for this session.
What about general passive discharge you have on most batteries? Is that going to factor into our fighting ability later down the line?
Is that a soldier? General passive discharge.
Yes.
I was in an army once. That sounds very familiar.
He fought for the Union.
I've had a passive discharge once.
Every night.
I was bedridden for weeks.
Oh.
I'm intrigued but horrified.
This is sewer talk.
It was brown and sticky. Good to move.
Okay, hang on.
It was like hot liquid treacle.
The
Falling out
visuals.
the bed sheets.
All the way down my leg.
This is
into,
Halloween. This is Halloween.
into my shoe.
Nice.
It's like walking through a swamp, but you're on
Oh my.
but you're on normal ground.
This isn't normal.
Never ends, like an everlasting flood.
What was the other thing?
Like the one in this game, Sinking City, that we're playing.
Did he say he had a plasma sword? What was the one you got? What did Ezra get? Harmonic.
Plasma
Got a light.
You got a lightsaber.
No, it was a plasma sword. The harmonic blade was like a dagger.
Okay.
I think it was called a plasma sword.
Help me out with those, because I'm gonna get flat.
Jeez, Christ. Hang on. This is taking so long.
We can look for it.
It's making me nervous. No,
Talk
you
between
can't.
each other, quick. Make
I don't know
conversation.
what to look for yet. So
In character.
I want a big weapon.
I like this carbine. It's less cumbersome than a crossbow.
Are we going to all chip in and buy Bob or Grog some prosthetic legs?
No,
Absolutely.
I am not spending my money.
After I helped you.
Then Grog will be out of a job.
Grog didn't help me. Oh no,
So-
wait. He did buy me this electro stick. I owe him, I guess.
Ezra
Fine.
gathers
Fine, I'm doing
everyone
different
around.
voices every time I speak, and it's different characters. Fuck.
Ezra gathers everyone around except for Grog and Grog and says, what we really should do is buy him a sort of automated device for wheeling that has some sort of control apparatus.
Like a magical horse that never tires?
That can be operated remotely, you see, so that he can wheel himself around.
Not
But
by
then
him, perhaps by someone else.
We could always take control of the remote. That could be fun, eh?
Yeah, I like that idea.
What?
I
What's
see.
going on with this thing? It's out of control.
He's popping a wheelie!
I can't
What
find.
is this to do?
I can't
It's those
find.
damn kids from Waterdeep again.
Straight into the chasm.
That must have something like that, because there's people walking around with arms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
think
can't
Yeah.
find that for now. Just suffice to say that they deplete, and you need to
Yeah.
buy batteries in order to.
Yeah.
And the batteries are universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, does everyone want to just buy a bunch of
Well,
batteries then?
USB-C.
I'll have a handful
Yeah.
of AAAs.
Yeah,
Let's
AAA,
buy-
AAA, what you got?
I need
You gotta
two,
need Duracell.
I need 2 big ones, I think, for the big lightning gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And then we can buy like a dozen smaller.
were they
things if
100?
we-
Did you say they were 100 gold?
The larger one was the equivalent of 100 gold.
Oh, the large one's
unless you've
100.
got something else.
And what are
you
the
wish
small
to,
ones?
The smaller ones are.
Do the small ones fit the plasma sword?
No, that's a medium
Ah.
Do
one.
they fit the carbine?
Oh, what about
They-
Can I get some medium ones then?
Yeah.
I'll let you.
So they're the equivalent of like 2 pieces of gold. The small ones, the medium ones are 10 pieces of gold equivalent.
Alright.
Okay.
Can I buy just? Oh, I suppose if I'm buying it with currency, I'll buy it with currency just for speed. So I'll put 50
100.
gold and say how many will this get me?
So that'll get you 25 gold pieces worth. So that would
So I'll
be
get
two
two medium batteries.
two
then.
medium batteries.
Okay, so the carbine would take medium batteries.
It would,
correct?
yeah.
Okay, very well. Wait, no, equipment. I'm looking for equipment.
Whilst he's doing that, I want a big weapon.
A big weapon.
What's good for killing things in this place?
Are you just scoping around and looking for the biggest possible
Uh,
weapon?
Yeah, it's
so
go
he's
from
like,
store to
well,
store.
I mean, do you want a melee weapon or a ranged weapon?
So, have you got anything that will attach to this? He gets Wilson out to
Um,
help it smash things.
A rocket booster.
So you wish to augment this
Yeah,
weapon?
I can't betray my best friend. It's got to be involved.
Okay.
Think on the spot, Aaron.
Yeah.
No pressure. No
Um,
pressure.
I could always tape something to it.
Just like
Wrap it around the handle.
wrap a gun around the handle. You're a set like. Oh my god, you're turning into an orc boy.
I'm a Ripley.
You're one of the orcs.
You have a flamethrower I can attach to it.
I want to paint it red because the red ones go faster.
Feel the weight.
It's down as heavy as my dick.
Oh my. Oh god.
It's like perhaps we could add some kind of concussion augmentation to it, or I mean, the blade itself is still a useful
Yeah,
offensive implement.
I just
but-
found a lot of resistance hitting things around here. It's not. I feel like I'm not myself.
Very verbose for a cray cray.
Yeah.
You got those moments.
Yeah.
No, what's your intelligence again? Isn't it like super high?
Perhaps I could add
Incredibly
a
high.
harmonizing
Oh shit.
a device to the blade edge so that it would vibrate like my knife here, and he produces his small little harmonic blade and activates it, which causes the blade edge to vibrate.
Oh.
That's
It's
not
like
a
it
blade.
might improve its offensive capabilities. It might make it cut the armor more
Let me ask
easily.
Wilson.
It impresses the ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, he's interested.
Okay. Okay. So
Will it lower his sperm count?
this. unless your blade actually has the equipment to produce such
Liquids.
such fluids,
I've heard vibrations can cause
I'm
problems.
not sure that it would, but this would be an expensive upgrade.
Ignore me, I had a funny
and
turn.
could take time. Are you staying in the area? Or are you?
I am a proficient smithy.
Do you understand?
Have you got an
electronics?
adhesive?
This might be beyond you, sir. Meaning no offense, but this is a lot more complex than
What is
merely
involved?
smithing.
Also, you're drooling again.
I mean, I would be happy to perform the upgrade for you, but it might take some time and it will be costly.
I can't leave him here.
We do have to go speak to Yak. Yak? Yak. At some point.
Well, how much is the thing by itself?
The thing by itself,
Do we...
the harmonic resonator,
Yeah.
that would be, in terms that you will understand, roughly 1,800 gold pieces.
Oh.
That's a no, my friend.
What else have you got? Whole
As a
weapon.
bladed weapon,
Just whole weapons, yeah. What have you got?
there is a chainsaw.
That'll do. What's that?
It is a blade with a revolving serrated chain edge.
How much is it?
That is the equivalent of 1,500 gold pieces.
Check your bag of holding. Check your bag of holding. Maybe there's something of use.
We must have so many magical artifacts.
From one of our many, many dead compatriots.
I have...
An entire lich skeleton.
I have an entire bugbear skin
Pull it out.
disguise.
Have we still got that like ghost that
Give
was
him the
just, like,
xylophone.
hanging around out of a jar? I'm sure we had something like that.
Fucking hell.
No,
it
Cray
from that.
saved.
I'll
He
shave
saved
that
that
one,
guy.
Give him the xylophone. Give him a plough.
We have a ghost.
I don't know why I've got a plough.
Why do you have a plough?
He
I
buried
found
him
it.
and allowed him to move on.
For ploughing fields. Yeah,
Uh,
thank you, Craig. That's a good description.
Has and Cat,
Someone's
you renting
backstory.
items as well?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
I've got
Actually-
lots of stuff in the bag. I've
A
got...
long-range weapon and some armor.
That's Kayla's.
Oh, I think the
Go back to yours.
the first guy we visited was like he was.
Steal shit from Twig, eh? The robe of
What
stars.
did he do? He was. We asked him about armor before. And I think he was talking about Hoi.
Go to the astral plane.
And
There is one guy with armor.
Yeah, the goblin merchant that you spoke to before, this fellow who is
That's in my
he's-
inventory now.
he's human, as far as you can tell. He's robed, so he's kind of like wrapped around with various
Hunt.
like loose robed clothing, hiding most of his body from you. other
What
than
about
his
the
face.
masterpiece painting from the Lizard's Gizzards?
That's got a naked lady on it,
Yeah.
and you can look through it. You can plant it places, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Are you interested in fine arts?
Well, that depends on the.
Do you
on
like
the, on the
pictures of
piece.
nudie women?
Well, who doesn't?
Some people don't. What
I
about
mean,
this? And I'll pull this out the bag.
Okay, he appraises it, and he's just like, unusual. I've not seen it like before. You really do have a collection of quite
It's been a while.
strange artifacts. Where is it you said you were from?
Faraway land, not much technology out there, very primitive.
Well, this is
Right,
from
right.
Daggerford.
I understand the need to keep your business. I would pry no further.
Look, this is the wizard Delphin, Dignal the dwarf. They're from Daggerford.
The Wizard Delphin. That name is legend.
Yeah,
Do you say this is he? This is he?
yeah, I know Delphin.
So he looks at it. He's like, may I examine it more closely?
Yeah.
You'll
Just
find
place,
it very old.
Please, just place it on the table, and I will. And he pulls out a device from one of the pouches on his waist and attaches it to his eye.
Yeah.
And again, it has some sort of mechanical components, and it elongates into a narrower lens, and he starts roving over the painting. He's like, yes, this is fascinating. I will accept this in trade. Are you sure you want to let go of something so priceless?
Yeah, it belongs in the museum. What am I going to do with it? It's going to get stabbed by an axe or something.
I know people that would pay premium for this, and I feel bad to take it from you without telling you that something of this nature would be of great interest to the right parties.
Oh, good. Do I get store credit?
No, I will swap it for the chainsaw. I mean,
Oh, that's good.
Is there anything else you would like? Because I feel bad simply swapping the chainsaw.
Yep.
Get some batteries for me.
What do you guys want?
I need medium batteries, about 10.
What about the people who've not had anything yet?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Fuck him! Fuck him! Fuck him! Sorry.
Aaron,
You
is there
go ahead.
anything like a because like Bramble is thinking he doesn't really want any weapons. He's in that old school mindset of I want to wear my hands and do magic. So is there anything like glove wise that he could put on his hands to do like fucking shoot shit out of his, you know?
Gloves. We have what is known as a Tesla glove. It allows you to control and deal lightning damage.
So like Dr. Doom, I like this.
Would that be of interest to you? Perhaps you would like 2 of those, 1 for each hand.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Shit,
this
dude.
sounds very interesting.
What you get?
Tesla gloves.
Hey, cool. We're playing Fallout now.
Shouldn't a monk have gone for that?
I like
Yeah.
my stuff.
Would that be fair for this painting as well? The chainsaw.
I think that would be a good trade if you would.
Maybe a
And-
couple more
And the
batteries.
batteries, yes, you
I'll hand the batteries to
Hey.
people.
Thank you. I'll say you get-
Unlimited power. Yeah.
Kayla, what do you want?
Kayla's interested in the more of the firearms because they described it as firearms.
I'd like arms of fire.
I will have some firearms, please.
Perhaps.
You misunderstand. Many of the arms do not literally fire. It is just a name given to projectile weapons in their most primitive form, where
Why are they called fire weapons then?
powder was ignited in order to create the velocity needed to fire a projectile from a barrel.
Did you not earlier mention a thrower of flames?
Um,
Some kind?
I don't believe I did, but if you say so.
I mentioned that.
Oh,
it
you-
was
That's my bad.
I don't know where I got that from.
You're pulling things out of the air now, making them up. Okay.
Cray Cray's off to the side trying to attach a
Kayla-
chainsaw to an axe.
Okay, let me.
I think
so
you
you
put it on
wanted.
her arm.
You
You have to
want-
cut off your hand.
you wish to wield something that fires flame, if I am correct. Is that, my lady? Is that
I
this is
mean-
right?
I'm interested in something more long range. Like
Long range.
I can.
Well, there are
stay
numerous rifles that I have in stock here. Should you wish to try them? Hang on. God, there are so many.
I just want to see a character with a gigantic flamethrower just going.
Oh, just a hand in the magazine.
Oh yeah, just like because
Just powering it.
yeah, like just you powering it with your hands.
Oh man, that would be cool. Not in this world.
So let me try to narrow it down for you. Would you wish to wield a weapon in each hand, or something that you would prefer to carry two-handed in order for greater accuracy? It might be more powerful as well.
More power, yes.
So a two-handed weapon of
Two-handed.
so
Weapon of power.
Yes.
what's the what with your fireball attack? What kind of damage can you do with that usually, Kayla?
I think
All
at
damage.
without doing it at higher level, the base damage.
5d8?
No, it's more than that.
8d8.
It's 8d6.
8d6. Ooh,
But
okay.
every level you do it higher, you get another d6.
Okay.
That's a hell of a regular weapon.
I was gonna say the closest thing I
I mean,
have.
yeah, I wouldn't.
The closest thing I have that would do significant amounts of damage over a larger area is perhaps a rocket launcher of some kind. It launches a projectile that explodes upon impact and
Kayla needs this.
destroys a
I
large
like
area.
things that
Pose with our big
explosions.
guns.
Explosions are good. Yes, this sounds appropriate.
So,
I love this.
How much are those worth?
well,
Or would that be enough to have we covered it with our extremely valuable and rare painting?
no, I'm afraid that this is quite What's your strength? How strong is Kayla?
Point actually. Oh, it's 17. It's not so
Oh
bad.
no, you'll be able to wield this then. Okay, so he's like, well,
She's quite strong.
Kayla hench.
this would be the equivalent of maybe 2,000 gold pieces, and perhaps I would I could throw this in with the painting as well, out of goodwill. But that is really as much as I can offer without taking a significant loss.
We must have something in the bag that we can give away, Craig.
Yeah.
I can give you this blade that puts people to sleep. How about that?
We've never,
We're
we've
just
never
going to clean
used
out
it
the bag
before.
today.
I mean, I do have a flamethrower if you would prefer to. It doesn't do as much damage, but it is.
No, I think
It's gotta be the rocket launcher.
the rocket. I think she'd be more interested in the rocket launcher or just something. Yeah. Something a bit more just weapony, like just a rifle or whatever.
I think you should go for a rocket launcher and a pistol or rifle or something.
Pistol or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Maybe
there
like
was,
Arnie.
if there was like a sniper rifle, you could have went for that and just like.
There was like a
Yeah, or a
carbine, wasn't
sniper. A sniper would be cool.
I think that.
Not that she would know what that is, but obviously.
I'll
Leave that out of the
I
game.
will send you these documents so that you guys can
Yeah.
peruse them.
Does he fancy a sleep knife?
A sleep knife.
Yeah.
Who just said that?
But Craig said,
In offer for the
sweeten the deal.
rocket launcher.
I thought
Sleep-
that was in the bag, wasn't
Well, he's allowed you to have the rocket launcher thrown in with the painting.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But anything else you're going to have to pay for. So can you guys make a note of all this so that I can keep track of
Yeah.
what you've purchased?
Yep,
Yeah.
I've written down chainsaw.
Yeah.
I've got a laser carbine and a stun stab.
Yeah. Just make sure you make a note of that, and then I'll send you the
Would
info
something
later.
like a sniper be? Oh.
I mean that it's like a rifle
like a
would be a
sniper be,
two-handed
like of less
weapon.
value. If he's not sure on the rocket launcher.
Oh, the rocket launcher is yours. I am happy for you to have that.
Oh, okay.
But anything else will require additional cost.
Do we need to buy you more ammo for that rocket launcher?
Yeah, how does the ammo work for it?
Yeah, this requires being loaded and fired, so you have to keep reloading it with.
Yeah.
What about
With
the
projectiles.
Tesla gloves? What's the ammo? How do I recharge these gloves?
There would just be MG batteries as well.
Yes, again, it the battery must be recharged or replaced in order to replenish its
Interesting.
offensive capabilities. So you wanted a rifle of some kind, Kayla.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Sorry, I'm just making notes.
okay.
Oh, you know what we have got? We've got the Daggerford family ring.
That might not get us as much money as you think, because it's just going to be counted as.
But he really likes the art, the painting of the.
Yeah, but that's just. I imagine it was
Okay,
like something like that. We'll just take it for raw material instead. But you can ask. But then we don't need to give him anything yet because he's literally giving us all this shit for the painting. So like, what your horses, my man?
He's not giving you anything else for the painting.
Oh,
Everything else is going to be additional cost now.
Yeah, anything else we want now we'll need to
We
trade.
got a rocket launcher out of it.
yeah, that
Yeah.
came in
Pretty
with. So who else needs stuff?
Kayla.
Kayla needs a more like commonplace.
Like just a little pistol or something.
Just
or
a pistol?
a small rifle. It doesn't have to be like
go for like go for something a bit
like a
beefier
rifle-y
than
type
pistol.
So it's like you
like mid-range.
you wish
maybe,
to have fire-based weaponry, preferably. Is this? Am I correct? You
Yeah.
are comfortable wielding. Well, there is a.
I have an affinity with fire.
There is what is known as a vapor rifle, which deals fire damage, which is
made by
basically
Vicks?
plasma.
It looks like this.
Which, I mean, again though it is expensive, but it has very long range, though it is two-handed.
Get it.
Yes. I mean, how would we need to work out something else to trade first.
Yeah, well, it is expensive. It is the equivalent of 35,000 pieces
Oh, wow.
of gold.
Okay, that's
What?
fine.
Nice, right?
35,000 gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if you like heirlooms, I have the signet ring of the Daggerford family. It is priceless. Look.
To be honest, I'm honestly fine, because the rocket launcher's already pretty badass. The only reason I'm saying a rifle is just because you might not always want to do
You might not always want to blow
rocket
up the whole
launcher.
room.
So I was
Would you
just
have
thinking,
a limit?
That's
one
not.
standard-
But that's not what
one
Kayla would
standard
say.
rifle-y thing.
That is not.
Well, how many rockets does Kayla have?
So, oh,
That's
Kayla,
what
we're
I-
conscious
yeah,
now.
I
He
think
doesn't.
we're
She
rocket.
doesn't. She doesn't care for collateral damage anymore.
And I'm sure that's
You've
part
gone.
of the style
You've
fireball,
gone
but-
soft.
You've changed.
Soft.
You used to be cool.
Oh. I've got a fucking rocket launcher. I'll show you cool.
That shit's hot.
That's the opposite of cool.
I just drop a teeny
Ice
tiny
cold.
little.
I mean, he says to you there are
Like
many
hot
cheaper
rock.
options, but it really depends on what you want. Like, if you want something of an equivalent damage type, I could go through my stock and see what there is, but I need more information. Like, what do you?
He has like an electric whip or something.
Oh.
Oh, you
Or
guys.
Yeah.
lightning whip or something. Or maybe he has like a whip
whip?
that like a laser, like how the laser sword, or like the laser version of the whip.
It's like the one that comes apart. What are they called? Shock troopers.
Chainsaw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I don't know you.
I mean, there is a
because there's
shock.
ones with the big sticks, and then there's also the ones that come apart, and it's like a little whip thing, right?
There is a shock
Yeah.
blaster that deals fire damage, which is the equivalent of a shotgun. It's quite powerful. It's cheaper than the. Sorry, it is. Oh no, that's more expensive. What am I talking about? Ignore me. I got that wrong. I redact that statement.
Yeah, no, don't worry too much about it being fire. I'm just thinking just a standardy rifle is probably
Well,
alongside the rocket launcher should be.
what would your
perfect.
standard attack damage be, just to give me an idea to narrow things down, like for like a spell that you commonly employ
Yeah.
in combat? Is it fireball?
So probably like firebolt.
And what's that?
Yeah, look at your
Firebolt
cantrips.
3d10.
3d10.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay.
But
that your
obviously
cantrip?
that's but that's obviously
That's
leveled up a lot because we're like level 50. It wouldn't have been that lower level.
But we're not at that level.
No, we're not. Making notes on my drawing.
So we still need to buy
Rocket
some
launcher?
additional batteries.
So he says to you,
Didn't we get-
I would recommend the machine shotgun. It deals piercing damage, and there are 20 shots before it requires being reloaded. But you would obviously have to reload it with ammunition that you will have to buy separately. And once that ammunition is depleted, unless you are near a merchant such as myself, obviously that's it. Unlike the energy-based weapons, It does not recharge.
So we're getting into buckshot now.
Yeah.
We're deep. Deep in this book.
Is it quite close range? Is it like what's the range on that? I assume it's a close range.
The
thing.
range is where is it? 30 feet to 120 feet, depending on the effect you wish.
I bet right now you're like, I should have fucking sent them to the past.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be fine with just like an energy, just rifle or whatever. I don't or.
Okay.
I think that one's got the closest damage to your.
Oh right, I see.
Massive damage.
There is a these are all the cyclotron rifle deals energy, you could say, of a kind.
Is it made by
that has a
Dyson?
longer range.
No.
What's the damage on that one?
That's 1d8 radiant, but like most of these only do
Radiant.
a single dice of damage, but because you get multiple
see.
shots, that's the benefit of them.
It's a semi-automatic. By the sound of it.
There is the nuclear pulse rifle. That's another option, perhaps.
Nuclear pulse rifle.
Nuclear? Like ocular?
Is that one also 1d8?
Does it blind
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I mean either of those. Part of me's interested in like giving something different a go as well. To be fair.
In the future,
Yeah.
Reinvent yourself.
What's the price?
Well, the pulse rifle is 8,500, and the machine, the cyclotron is 4,000.
Gold.
Yes.
what is the
Okay.
nuclear
It would have been cheaper.
fire? What is that nuclear weapon that you mentioned actually fire?
What is it? What? Sorry.
What is it fire? Like, what is it? Fire? Is it electric? Is it? I don't know. What type of
It's a form of radiant energy that has heat and acid-like properties, I suppose you could say.
Hit him with a gamma radiation bomb. Wait.
It's like a smelting gun.
Oh yeah, literally.
It's up to you. You make your decision.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I would definitely take the rocket launcher.
You've already got the rocket launcher.
Yeah. What about a pistol? What are they? Cheaper?
They are cheaper generally, but it depends on what you want.
I don't think they do as much damage.
They aren't as powerful as a
okay.
rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just do one of the rifles then, I guess. Maybe I do the shotgun. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I do not know what this shotgun is.
Was that the 8,000 one?
No, that was
Oh,
500.
500.
The 8,000 was
Oh.
the pulse rifle, the nuclear pulse rifle.
Yeah. I think if you got the rocket launcher, which does like almost area of effect damage, you
Yeah.
want something that you can, in your shorthand, just be like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
something you can quickly like hit something with, and I don't know.
How many rockets does Kayla have?
It comes with
Tomato. Go to Craig, come on.
Because with the shotgun on the rocket launcher, it seems like there's actual ammunition, but with everything else, it's batteries.
Yeah, so like...
So if you go like two smaller handguns, and you can go like dual wielding, I don't know, that'd be cool.
Like, I'm assuming these ones are more expensive because they're this energy
yeah.
stuff, whereas the shotgun is, I assume, this is me talking out of game, like, just bullets or whatever.
Yes, projectile weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there, like, a more primitive rifle?
A primitive rifle. Yes.
Like, the projectile rifle?
I mean, there is the most basic sniper rifle, or an assault rifle, or a bolt rifle. It really depends on what you want to use it for.
What kind of damage would the assault one be?
They all do a d8 of piercing damage.
They're the same, okay,
Yeah.
right.
But obviously the assault rifle has more ammunition. The sniper and the bolt rifle have smaller, what we call magazines.
Yeah.
Can only hold a limited amount of ammunition.
Yeah. And how
Like a
much
warehouse.
is the assault rifle?
The assault rifle is 300 gold pieces.
I'll just grab one of those then, it's fine.
Very good.
I
And
think
what
okay.
are you offering to trade for the assault
Oh
rifle?
yes. What did you guys come across anything else in the bag?
You like antiques?
I do like antiques.
This is the Royal Daggerford signet ring.
Let me examine it then, please. And he takes it from you and extends his eye lens thing upon it. Okay. He's like, well, I can see this only fetching at least 100 gold pieces of value. It's of less interest to me in terms of its resale value than the painting. What do you have anything else you can offer?
We've got some books that make you more wise.
Are these magical artifacts?
I don't know.
What is it?
It's a tome of understanding.
Yeah, it's magical tome.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, that could be of great interest to me. May I examine it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is that though?
Oh shit. That's a good point. It's a tome of understanding. It's not attached to anyone at the minute, but
Is that the one that does intelligence, or is it the one that does
insight, wisdom.
Insight, wisdom.
Okay, none of us have used it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not been struck out yet.
Okay. He says yes. In fact, that would probably be of greater value than the actual rifle itself. Is there anything else you would like?
Oh, can you throw us some additional ammo for
ammo
the
for-
rocket
yeah.
launcher?
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah.
You will, so yes, please. You can have additional ammunition.
Write that down, gang.
Um,
For some reason.
And I need some batteries for me
Larger
small
batteries.
pistol.
She's like,
No, I got the large batteries.
yeah. So he says yes. You may have. I'll throw a couple more batteries in there for you as well.
Oh. Do you have any maps?
Maps of what? Where?
This place
The underground.
for tourists.
Well, there is.
We're tourists.
I do not deal in maps. I am not a cartographer.
Okay.
Perhaps one of the other merchants will be able to help you with that, but not me. I am a weapons vendor.
I knock on my papoose to meet her.
So he's like,
Yes, master.
Is that you want a map?
I do not require a map at present.
All right.
He's got all the
I
maps.
am
He
currently
downloaded them.
mapping this location, however, for
Alright.
later reference.
Are you mapping this guy?
he's like,
Do you wish me to record this
Yeah.
gentleman's?
he's like, oh please do not. I do not give my permission. He's like,
I cannot map this gentleman without his consent.
Okay, that's weird.
GDP.
Map his lineage. We can murder his great-great-great-grandparents.
Apologies.
They never have existed.
Apologies, anonymous
it's
vendor.
like, please never do that again, or I will cease to trade with you.
We're new.
Privacy is of significant importance to those within the ground. We do not wish our identities to be recorded and therefore accessible to the the overmind of the magistrates as part of the ministry.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get rid of that shit.
No one tell him we're live streaming this on Twitch.
In that case, do you have fake identities or papers?
Why?
Well, because they have like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. What's VPN here?
Like, dude, I mean, like the machines are just trying. The machines just kill everything that's living. So I don't think.
Well, they know they're turning them, aren't they?
We do. There are
Okay.
options to disguise yourself with certain devices here, but I do not trade in those artifacts. I deal in
Okay.
weapons.
I apologise for scanning your face.
Apology accepted. I understand that you are not from here, and therefore there are certain things that I must give you a certain amount of leeway with. But if you should do that to somebody else, they might not
no.
be so accommodating.
Yeah.
Uh,
Noted.
Noted.
We might get shot.
Shanked.
but yes, there are devices that you can attach to yourselves or wear that might offer a form of protection or occlusion from the scanning devices of the enforcers from the magistrate.
Did you want the book?
He took the book.
Yeah, he took the book. Yeah.
And the ring. Yeah.
And the ring, yeah.
Okay. Tome of Understanding.
Are you sure you've got that ring? Didn't you give that back to Lady Daggerford?
Nope.
Oh my god. You thieving bastards.
Yep.
Or the crank handle.
We need that for Resident Evil.
That's right, yeah. How am I going to get
Well,
some waterway?
turned out the whole place got burned to the ground anyway, so
And also that was
Nobody's
1,000
missing
years
Let me
ago.
lose some.
Yeah. So we got batteries and all that stuff. You got a weapon. You've got lightning gloves. Has everyone got everything that they needed?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do we want something that we can understand the machines?
Oh,
Yeah.
we can't comprehend their language.
Meter pipes. He's like,
I can comprehend their language now.
Oh, well,
But can
Okay,
you do
never
it so
mind.
that we can hear it when they
do
say
you
it?
have a babel fish?
some
it's
sort
like,
of creature.
They're
What
42
creature we
yards.
can put in that here?
you wish to acquire a translation device.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, I am a weapons trader.
Oh yeah.
I do not stock
Pointers.
those you are going to have to browse. I mean, perhaps that gentleman down there.
You recommend that one?
He deals in tools and gear. He could provide you with
Let's go with that
disguises
one.
and a translator. And...
Excellent. High five.
Whoa! What just happened? My computer did stuff.
High fiving.
Very good. Yes.
See you around.
This is not a custom I am used to.
Foreign.
Primitive.
Bye.
Farewell. Thank you for your business.
I started to sound like you though. I need to find my own unique voice.
Yes.
I love that we're just like chilling with a lightsaber, a rocket launcher,
And a bunch of guns.
Gatling
like lightning fists, and a bunch of guns.
I got a chainsaw.
I mean, I essentially have like.
I feel like this is a bad idea to give these to the Misfits.
I have like a Garand type rifle.
Only good things can happen.
Yeah, no, Misfits never do anything stupid.
Okay, go up to this other dude.
It's,
Yeah, can we get some kind of implant? Some
Okay.
Greetings, friend.
You're gonna get all tense.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Do you have a babel fish?
I can't believe we
hang on.
spent 2 hours trading. That's
I'll eat anything.
I can.
Just give me the languages.
We need to buy some legs for you.
What's wrong with my legs?
Nothing.
Yeah, Grog's
But
brilliant.
they could be longer.
A pat Grog.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be tall.
Like legs, or would you want wheels?
Can I get wheels on the end of my legs?
Yeah, do
Like rollerblades?
Oh my god.
So Ezra just looks at Grog and says, we have nothing against your legs, nothing at all, but then neither do you.
Okay, so he's like, welcome everybody. How can I help you today? What is it that you were looking for?
Hi, we're new around town.
Well, I can see that. You stand out like a sore ass.
This is true.
Is there anything you can do about that? We'd very much like to blend in a little bit.
I don't stock topical creams, I'm afraid.
Mine's really sore after all that jumping I did.
But I do have portable jammers that might help mask you from various sensor arrays and other detection devices.
Might be able to do magic without summoning every security thing in them.
I don't think that's quite how that works.
It sounds good. What are your prices?
Well, it ranges from cheap to costly, depending on what you want, of course.
What do
Is
you
it?
want?
Have you got some kind of translator chip?
Translator. I don't think I do. Let me just check the inventory here.
Let me just check the £700 page toll.
He's just got these like Matrix style like alleys of like items that he's just like walking down, just going to the back of his store.
Yeah.
I've got an abacus.
An abacus?
I mean, it's like, no, I do xylophone. I do not stock a translation device, I am afraid. However, one of my esteemed colleagues on the stall over there might be able to provide you with some cybernetic implants that could do a similar job. Though, of course, you have to be willing to undergo the surgery required to enable it.
I'm gonna come out of this like half robot. I know.
I know. I'm kind of like,
I'm gonna have
It's really
sweet
good
robot
that I
legs.
have a
I'm
comprehend
kind of like at the
languages
point where I'm
thing.
like, do I really want to give my arm up for an actual robot arm, or do I want laser eyes? You know, is that a thing?
It's
here?
way-
Possibilities are endless.
Laser eyes, a robot arm. I do declare.
Sergeant, you know, remember Sergeant William Candy, from Terminator?
Oh man.
Yeah, I understand all spoken language. I'm
Oh, wow.
alright.
I mean, I have
Any
things that can enhance your existing array of senses without undergoing surgery, but it's not going to help you understand what you're hearing any better, just clearer.
I like the sound of the jamming device. If
Yeah.
that's like a way to hide
portable
our
jammer.
sounds and things, then that sounds useful.
The portable jammer basically allows to impede
How portable
all
are we
incoming and
talking?
outgoing
It's
communications.
like 15 feet wide. And
Yeah, if it's like this huge thing on wheels, like
So, basically, any machine device or electronic device of any kind will have its signals impeded, so it cannot communicate or
So I'm guessing it's like an EMP,
receive
is it?
messages any longer.
and how portable are we talking here? Can I see
it's
it?
handheld, and he takes one off the shelf. He's like, "See for yourself," and hands it over to you.
Ah, very nice.
it weighs 800 pounds.
How much is this worth to you? He just hands over
Well,
a bar of soap.
I have no need for soap. In fact, I sell soap
I'm not
myself.
sure
If
I
you look
disagree.
over at this
Quite
shelf,
agree.
you can see a fine array of scented cleaning products.
Ooh,
So I do not need any in trade.
strawberry. My favorite. Oh, that was beer flavored.
In terms of, I mean, I can see that you are rustic people, so I know I'm gonna have to explain a lot to you.
Oh, the irony.
In terms of cost, it's
You don't
gonna
sound like
be
no city folk either.
it's gonna be about 2,500 equivalent in gold pieces.
Oh, I'm afraid that's quite out of my price range.
Oh well, I have to
Too
take that
bad.
back from you then. And he takes
Yeah,
your
yeah.
hand and
Is
puts
this
it
the
back
jam?
on his- Yeah.
How about if I trade it for a jar of jam?
No, I have no
It's
need.
full of good berries.
I have no need for preserved good berries. What
Yeah,
are good berries?
do you have good berries?
I mean, I don't care what kind of berries it is. If it's jam, it's not useful to me.
It heals you.
What
Good
about
berries
this,
heal you?
Yeah. Do you not know what a good berry is?
I have no idea. No earthly idea whatsoever.
They are magical berries.
What's Earth?
Magical berries. Now I've heard it all. I suppose you got some bean sprouts that grow into gigantic
Well,
stalks with
actually-
giants on top of them as well.
But there is a bag of seeds in here. But no, not those specifically. We could probably
Wait,
find
didn't
some.
we?
That
Wasn't that
mini
something you did,
campaign,
Max?
yeah,
That mini campaign.
I gave you some seeds that actually
We-
grew. So.
Yeah.
We do actually have that.
Yeah.
We do have,
Wait, are they in the bag? Are they in the bag?
You
Yeah.
never used them. We never went to the.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, we didn't
What's in the
go back
bag?
to
Yeah,
it.
you go. Have some of them as well.
Is that what? Now, listen, I have no way to determine the value or
No,
truth of
if
this
you want to
stuff.
stab yourself and heal yourself again like the other guy,
What?
fine, you can have a bit of.
I ain't
good berry.
stabbing myself. Hey,
Alright.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm
How are you gonna
sensing
know
some
if the
strange
jam
vibes
works?
from you people.
We just got kicked out of the shop because of
It's
you.
like, here, take your jam and your damn beans back. You're crazy people. Give me
You-
something real to.
You are not wrong.
Craig, you have so much stuff in that bag.
I know, it's crazy.
What about the
Yeah, there's so much
luck-late
garbage
berries?
here.
What about a mummified finger?
Why don't you just give him some
No,
emeralds?
I don't want any limbs or foodstuffs or anything. Things of real value.
Give him some
Like
emeralds.
components or weapons or armor or.
How... We
How
have
about
linings
gems?
in here, haven't we?
Of,
Gems, I mean, yeah,
Emeralds?
they can be of use in the manufacture of certain things, but I have to,
Can you see
I have
in
to
the
check
dark?
their value with my scanner here.
Can you see in the dark?
With the aid of special goggles, I can see almost as clear as day in the dark.
What about with the aid of a ring?
A ring?
A ring of night vision.
This is a magical ring, I suppose.
Yeah,
Okay, well, how does it work?
Put it on your finger.
you put it on your finger and then go stand somewhere dark.
Well, I've got no means of testing this right now. I don't know if this thing's going to be valuable or not.
Get under my cloak.
I must refuse. I have a thing about personal boundaries, and it's no, sir.
We're in the same bubble. It's fine.
No, thank you. I'm not interested in
well, you can put
smelling
something
your
over your head.
stinking underarm areas. Thank you very much.
You could put something over your face.
In fact, I actually have an item for that. And he just thrusts a sort of a mask in his face. It's a nose gift. It'll provide resistance to poisonous effects, and it also smells quite pleasant.
Or the nosegay.
Again, this peculiarity is something that I cannot establish the actual truth or value of. How am I to prove that this is genuine?
We're in a sewer. It stinks.
Well, I myself cannot smell the odor that you speak of, but if you say so, you look like you're a little bit more sensitive in that area than myself.
Yes.
This guy's a
say to him,
bugbear, by the way.
He's a bugbear.
Can I say to him? I say,
I've got a silver urn full of spice.
Spice. What kind of spice? Again, you're offering me condiments and seasoning and
no,
preserves. I mean, what? Where do you come from?
A special spice.
Spice?
Nice.
What?
It's nice to spice.
Try some. You know what?
I'm not gonna put some strange powder up my nose just to.
Try
What?
You didn't even put up your nose.
my spice.
I get what you're inferring, and I'm not putting that in my body without knowing what it is.
What about this here luck blade? And I pull out
Oh
a-
shit, that's actually valuable.
Oh, wow.
It's very
Ooh, now we're talking.
that
Yeah,
yours?
this is something I
Mine's
can
pulled out the
understand.
I was going to give that to Ezra.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
Right.
Ezra's.
is it?
Oh,
Is
it's
that
too late.
any?
So what? Bramble's reached into the bag of
Yeah.
holding on Cray Cray's waist,
Pulled out a random.
pulled out the
the
look
look
blade.
They're like,
Oh!
he's got one now.
So it's like, may I please have a look?
I look at Cray Cray. I'm like,
Oh! Oh!
No, not for trade.
Horny.
Well, you people need to make up your mind. You offer me something of real value here.
I was gonna
and
give
then,
that to
then
him.
you take it back. Perhaps you should take your business elsewhere.
I was going to give that to my friend Ezra.
I'll let Ezra decide.
What about these coins? They teleport you from one location to the other.
Again, another magic artifact of which I cannot prove
Well,
the providence of.
This guy doesn't want magic shit.
do you not like?
Hey, I'm not saying I don't want magic shit. Well, not literally. If you, based on what you've offered me previously, if you put a piece of magic shit on my table, I will call the security and have you escorted away.
All right,
Oh
But-
my god.
watch this.
No, Grey Grey.
You take this coin,
Right, I've got the coin. Yes.
and I walk over to the other side of the thing, and I rub my coin, and I teleport instantly next to him.
It's like, whoa! Wait, you need to do a
Need to do a thing,
spellcasting ability
yeah.
check first.
Whoa.
So delay that reaction.
What do I roll?
Well, you're a barbarian, so it's just going to be
I'm a
straight,
Whatever you spellcast.
straight Arcana check.
So
Just
if
so whatever your Arcana is, you'd add that to the roll.
So if you fail this roll, you're going to pull every single robot in like a mile radius into this super secret market.
No,
I
just
I
do
have
wild
no
magic.
Arcana because
Huh?
I am a fighter. I've got no Arcana at all.
So you add nothing to the roll, so it's a straight roll.
17.
It'll just
Not
be
enough.
wild magic.
Okay,
Fails.
so
Wild magic.
oh Pat, you've got my player's handbook.
I do.
I didn't realise we had a luck blade in our bag of holding all this time using a shitty short sword +1.
Yeah, when you were talking earlier, I was like, oh god, I was going to give you that luck blade. But,
because it's a
Never
blade, I
did.
thought it meant like a small one. You know, I thought it meant a small blade. I didn't realize it was like a.
it's a
big
short
one.
sword, this
Oh, I
one.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we also have the one that puts you to sleep, apparently.
The sleep knife, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, that's what I should offer him.
You apples. Offer him to sleep, right? They put him to sleep. They rob his shit.
Ooh.
Security.
There's guards, remember, around the outside of the hall.
Remember
I
we made
just
friends
feel
with
like-
one.
We were like, we are seriously packing heat right
Thanks,
now.
Pat.
You could rob everyone here.
Okay,
Did you?
okay.
go to sleep, you
Craig,
go to
can you roll a D100 for me, please?
Both percentile as well.
Yeah. So as you rub the coin, you feel like a fizz of magical energy that just sputters out and doesn't do anything. But this happens.
39.
So what, 39. Okay. So suddenly you're overcome with a feeling of vitality as the
Again.
magic jumps from the coins and completely envelops your body, and you receive hit points back. Are you currently at full health?
Nope.
Okay, so roll 2d10.
Just normal, just D10.
Yeah, 2d10s, yeah.
Do.
It's a good kind of wild magic.
I got 1 and a 4. 14, I guess.
I feel like whether it's good or bad
Or
really depends on
41.
who the target is.
Yeah.
You
Like
get
if that was on
true.
an enemy, that'd be bad.
yeah,
That
you
would-
get
yeah,
14
that's
hit
true.
points back. So you suddenly feel somewhat restored, but the coin still doesn't work. It's like nothing's happening here. What am I supposed to be seeing? This is
Aw.
ridiculous. It's like take your damn coin, and he flings it back at you, one of you, to catch and do whatever you wish to do.
I'll catch it.
Okay. It's like, you better have something more interesting than this, otherwise I'm gonna have to ask you to stop wasting my
There
time.
is a knife that puts you to sleep.
A knife that puts you to sleep. Okay, alright, I guess this is another little bit of fancy floofery that I can't prove works. But how does this work then?
It's a good question. Let me just scroll to the sleep knife. Where are you? God, where is it?
Sleep knife, weapon. Assets, far as...
I mean, if I have to cut myself in order to put myself to sleep with this thing, it's a no. Right off the bat.
Good God, where is it? I saw it a second ago.
Someone a light little stabby stab. It'll be fine.
I must inform you, miss, that I have an aversion to drawing blood, no matter the quantity or size of the wound. It's a no. Like, why doesn't one of you put yourselves to sleep with this blade if it requires injuring somebody with it?
That's
you think we could fake
what I
that?
meant.
Well, I don't know. Perhaps you can. Are you saying that you're a bunch of duplicitous shysters that I should not trust the word of? You're not helping your case at all.
No, well, quite to the contrary. I'm pointing out that we want to be sincere and genuine to you. We want to offer you a sincere test.
Do a persuasion check for that.
Sure.
Or deception, depending on what your intention is.
No, I think we genuinely want to prove it to him.
Yeah.
That is a 31.
Ooh, wow. He's like, well, okay. I mean,
Perhaps a compromise we could reach is we could ask some other person, perhaps less averse to a little bit of experimentation.
well, I'm the only person at this particular stall, so I mean, I don't have any other colleagues that you could experiment on.
Jesus, where's the sleep knife gone?
We can't find it.
Okay, so what do you remember about the sleep knife? Does it require having to cut somebody in order?
Oh, there
to...
it is. It's from Fairy Circle. I think you have to, you have to cut them, then it puts them to sleep. But
Sure.
the stats are not there.
Finish now. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Do you guys want to put a pin in this here and resume next session?
Can do,
Have we bought
if,
everything that we
need to
need?
go.
I mean, you can continue talking to this
We
vendor
can
next
carry
session
on.
if you want to.
Yeah.
two shopping episodes
shop-
in a row.
Always
Yeah,
takes
should we do
long.
that?
I'm going to have to bounce, but if you guys
Yeah,
want
no,
to carry on
that's
shopping...
cool.
No,
we
no,
can,
that's
we can
cool.
pause because we've played for a few hours anyway. So, all right, we'll resume next session. Thanks for playing, everybody.
Thank you for your custom.
Yeah. This session I've been using bits and bobs from all sorts, but a lot of the weapons and things I've been using are sourced from Ultramodern 5e, which is like a supplement that's about playing D&D but in like a modern or futuristic setting. I believe that's available on DriveThruRPG. It is a Kickstarter. I think it's been released now. And also I've been drawing bits and bobs from another Kickstarted 5e supplement called Arcana of the Ancients, which is from Monty Cook Games. I believe that's also going to be on DriveThruRPG. I don't know if it has been released commercially yet or not, but
Too much chocolate.
that's that. Also, I've been drawing elements from Eberron Rising from the Last War from Wizards of the Coast, and Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which you can get from any decent game store, and DM's Guild releases Talos Unleashed, Rogue's Law by Jesus wept. Aaron, why don't you just bookmark your pages, you plonker? And Meeting Mechanus, which are all available on the DM's Guild. So look for Rogue's Law, Meeting Mechanus, and Talos Unleashed on there if you're interested in utilising some of the things that I've been drawing upon for this particular future set campaign arc. And also my stuff's on the DM's Guild as well. If you want to feel like supporting me and the Misfits, that includes the Blood Ties anthology, which my adventure, The Crimson Well, is part of, and there are like 11 other excellent adventures, and it would be good for Halloween, which is coming up soon, because all of them are like chillers or spooky horror based adventures that are worked around a blood theme. So, and the Misfits did some artwork for that as well. There's also my RPG Writers Workshop adventure, The Fox and the Fae, and there's Craftmas with Gremlins, which is a festive winter-themed adventure. So Christmas isn't too far away either. So maybe buy that and play it over the holiday. Other than that, that's it. Thanks everybody. Thanks to anybody that watched. Say goodbye. Bye. We'll be back next Wednesday.
Bye.